And welcome back to the sidebar. Actually, not the sidebar anymore. I have to remember this show is no longer called the sidebar. It's actually called Bar Fitness. But welcome back to Bar Fitness. Super excited to come back to you guys with another awesome interview. What I love about E2M, not only is it the best workout program in the world, but it has the best people in the world in it. And I'm able to bring you different clients from the program, and it's always exciting to get them on and hear their story. And so today I have on a good friend, none other than Roxanne. How you doing?
I'm great, my friend. How are you?
I am doing well. First, thank you for taking time out of your super busy schedule, obviously, to come on my show. And I love to start every show the same way. Give you an opportunity to talk about your fitness journey before E2M. Just kind of talk about that up until you found E2M.
Absolutely. Well, first, thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Nice.
Prior to E2M, I was an athlete. I was a competitive ice skater.
Nice.
I was brought up in the world of bodybuilding, as my father was Mr. Florida in bodybuilding, and we had all the equipment in the house. So I was indoctrinated into fitness very early on. And he incorporated bodybuilding into my skating because figure skaters really need their core strong just to do those jumps and spins. And then after that time that I did this, I started college and life took over, and I was always in and out of fitness. It was never consistent. And I was always looking for the new thing to do because I would get bored very easily. But I always was looking for the best nutrition plan, looking for the best workout. And luckily, my husband, he was a bodybuilder too.
Oh, nice.
So we would always work out together. So I always had that influence around me.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
So what in this I'm glad you brought up the point of giving up on stuff too soon, because I mentioned a lot on my podcast that some of the stuff I tried in the past probably would have worked if I would have kept doing it. There wasn't that thing that was drawing me or keeping me going like this does, and able to actually see it through. So how did you find E2M? Like, what was how did you Google search, or how did you find?
Well, I feel it was divine intervention, truthfully.
I love it.
Because last year, life has many blessings, but life can throw a curveball to you.
Mm-hmm.
And last year we had a curveball when my husband had to have emergency heart surgery. His heart was overly muscular and was slowing down the work of the blood to, perfuse his body. And he was slowly declining. And thank God he had surgery and he did great. And all the prayers from the community helped.
Right.
But during that time, I remember after he had heart surgery, we went to church and had an Easter celebration, and someone took a picture of me. And when I saw that picture, my reaction was, oh, hell no. I cannot believe that I look like that. And I didn't realize that I had put on so much weight. I just had no idea. Sometimes your mind fools you. You look in the mirror and you don't think you're that way. And then a photograph comes into play and you're thinking, oh my God, what just happened? So I actually was praying, how can I best serve my body, and whatever comes to me, whatever I learn, I can do for my husband and children.
Right.
And a good friend of mine, Min Johnson, she saw me, and I think she knew in her mind that I had put on weight, but was very kind not to say that.
Right.
She said to me, Roxanne, I really think you need to join E2M. And at first I'm thinking, E2M, what is that? And she told me, eager to motivate. And I could tell something happened to her because she lost 50 pounds and looked like a totally different individual.
Mm-hmm.
And, success leaves clues.
Yep.
So my question is, what did you do and how did you do it? Because I'm going to copy every element of that.
Right.
So she introduced me to that. And I remember at that time, we just had like a lot of hardships, and I knew I couldn't afford the program, but I knew too that there were things that I could do to make it happen. So no more Starbucks runs, no more Dunkin' Donut runs. It was, okay, that money is going to pay that weekly payment because I need to invest in myself. God gives you one body and you have to honor it.
Yep.
And so When I started it, I actually didn't know how to begin. It
Mm-hmm.
took me a little bit to maneuver it, but Jeff Spoon is really a genius. He thought of everything and made it
Yes.
so user friendly
Yes.
that I think my child could have navigated it. And I figured out, oh, this is a new way of eating. I never knew what it meant by carb cycling. I always intermittent fast without
Right.
knowing it was called that. But I didn't really know what carb cycling meant. And I felt that the meal plan was such a well-balanced meal. I didn't feel deprived, because when you do all these other diets, you are depriving yourself.
Yep.
And I did not want to feel deprived. I want to be able to enjoy life and feed my body without feeling I can't have this or that.
Yep.
And so I learned better eating habits. And then, of course, all the workouts came into play. And after the first round, I lost 20 pounds. And I thought, oh my God, what just happened? And then the second round, I lost 15 more. And I thought, oh my gosh, my body's looking completely different. And what I love about this program is there is a secret sauce to it. And the secret sauce is you do need to post pictures. I was not one to do selfies ever, but I did it in this program because I figured if Jeff says to do this and success leaves clues, I'm going to follow it. Right. And so when I started posting pictures, and everyone would come in and say, oh my God, I could see that you lost weight. Oh my God, look at the muscles that are coming, from your arms or what have you. It fueled me. Yep. It was, wow, people are seeing a transformation, and, you can't help it. You want instant gratification. Yeah. But those pictures really show like a caterpillar becoming a butterfly through every round. And it just ended up being such a tremendous blessing.
That's amazing. That's amazing. You said a lot of really good things, and I'm trying to hit all of them. So one, I'm actually accountability partner to a young lady reached out, this kind of a solo thing. And, my first thing was telling her was to take pictures, because she has a goal in mind and, quite a bit away from it. And so I said, take pictures. And so today she messaged me with, pictures from, day one to today. And she was like, why doesn't it look like this in the mirror? Like, I don't get it. Like, I'm telling you, Jeff is a genius. Take your pictures, post them in the group. It all just works. Like, I stopped questioning him a long time ago. If he say do it, like, I'm doing it, because it all works. And it was just funny that you mentioned that, how you, and even the same way in the opposite side, how you saw that old picture of yourself and you had no idea that you had gotten, gained that much weight. And so that just kind of reiterates that as well. You talked about, the group and coming in. One thing I love about the group is just the friends and bonds that you develop. Talk about that aspect of it as you started posting pictures and people started commenting and building your own little community.
Absolutely. At first I was a bit shy about posting pictures. But when I did, I started to notice that people would say, hey, this is good work that you're doing. Hey, I can already notice a difference. You look younger. You look more fit. And it ended up being the Scooby snacks for me to keep going. It made me realize, wow, I have a community of people that are in the same situation as me. We have goals to either lose weight, become more fit. And they're letting me know how I'm improving. And at the same time, I'm getting to be surrounded with this network of extraordinary people. And, you are the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with.
That's right.
Well, this group happens to be way more than 5 people of extraordinary people. And I was able to give them feedback and have people message me saying, hey, I noticed a picture of you. You're really inspiring me. And that made me feel good, because I always believe that you should try and add value to people's lives, everyone you encounter. And it was nice because I feel in this group, we add value to each other. We all have, shared experiences. We have common struggles, and we also have common successes. And it's so nice to be in that environment where people say, hey, you can do this. One of my favorite things that Mandy said was, it's all or something.
Oh yeah, that's my
And
favorite.
that's that's been my mantra, because there are days that you wake up and you don't have the full stamina. But if you can do 3 rounds instead of 5, that's still better than doing nothing, right?
Facts.
And
Yes.
so, no, the community has been outstanding. I formed wonderful friendships such as yourself and other people. In fact, I have to give a shout out to Brislin, Anton, just because I chose to do something different, which is travel nursing. So I'm in Kentucky right now while my family's in Tennessee. And
Nice.
she texted me daily saying, okay, did you get a workout in? Did you eat
That's
today? You know,
awesome.
all these things. And it was so good, because being in a different environment, sometimes it could create the temptation of not being consistent in
Yes.
what you do. But more
Yes.
than ever, you need to remember what your why is. You know, I always say this: when you know your why, it fuels you. You got to remember what your why was to start the program, whether it's to lose weight, get in shape, or just to be healthy at all times. And it
Yes.
was just wonderful having that feedback of, hey, I'm right here with you. I know you're doing something new, but hey, don't forget your why. Don't forget
Yes.
why you're doing this.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, that's spot on.
Mhm.
My job, I travel a little bit, not a lot. And you're right. When you're on the road, it's way more tempting than when you're in your own surroundings and nobody's
Mhm.
watching. You have to really fight it. And I work from home, so I'm super spoiled. They took me to the office here and there, and I always joke about, how the office has so many temptations, and people always want to bring donuts and cakes and all of that good stuff. So I definitely know what you mean. I know somebody listening can relate as well. So one more thing before we, well, actually two more. First one, I always like to ask about that transition week, that week one. Just talk about that detox week. How was it for you? Some people, it's a struggle. Some people were fine. You talked about navigating the page and figuring that part out, but how was the actual getting acclimated to the group? How was that experience?
Well, I had to go in with the mindset that I was doing something new, because it's very easy for you to get stuck in old habits and
Yes.
becoming stubborn and being resistant to change. So I immediately had to do that self-talk of, I'm investing in this program because here is someone who spent a lot of time creating this, and obviously it works, and this is the secret sauce, everything that he does. So just do it. Just whatever he says, you do. If it's on the list, that's all you eat. There are no
Yep.
brownies on the list. So
Nope.
don't even think about brownies. It's like, this is what you need to do. And so I had to get in the right mindset to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, it was okay with me.
Okay.
I did, at some points I could tell I got a little bit weak, but then I just made sure that I incorporated the 3 meals, or if I needed to eat that apple, I ate the apple. But after that detox week, I actually felt a tremendous difference with my energy. I felt as if my body truly had gone through a cleansing.
Nice.
So it felt really, really good.
Awesome. That's good to hear. All
Mhm.
right. So the last final question, somebody that
Yeah.
might be watching or listening on the fence about joining the program, what would be your words of advice?
Oh, absolutely. I think oftentimes we have this guilt of doing things for ourselves. But truly, when you love yourself and take care of yourself, everyone around you benefits.
Mm-hmm.
So I always say to people, think about where you want to be 10 years from now, where you want to be 20 years from now, and invest in yourself by eating the right way, working out, dedicating time for yourself. This investment is never a bad investment. It's just never a bad one, because
Right.
you are choosing the right avenues to take care of yourself. You are choosing what to put in your body. If you have an Audi, you're not going to put cheap gas in it, right?
That's real.
So you want to put in yourself good things, because it takes care of your mind, your spirit, your soul, and that is so important. But one thing is, I will say mindset is so important in this program. And what I love about this program is not only are you becoming healthy physically, you are becoming healthy mentally.
Right.
Because without that, mind muscle, it's hard to do everything else in life. So it kind of navigates you and strengthens you with everything that comes your way. So investing in yourself, you can never go wrong. Taking care of yourself is never a wrong decision. But your older future self will thank you so much.
You're
Well,
right.
thank you for making those decisions. And it's a very small investment for a lifetime of health.
For sure, for sure. Yes, ma'am.
Mhm.
Well, listen, first I want to thank you again for coming on the show. Super excited to have you. Glad to
Oh,
hear your
thank you.
story. And I didn't know about the skating thing. That was really cool. Um, and to the Bar Fit folks, appreciate you guys tuning into Bar Fitness. Remember, 1 Timothy 4:8. We definitely want to take care of our physical body, but our spiritual body also is important as well. Till next time, you guys, God bless, and we're out.
Thank you so much.